Hey, how's it going? I'm going to be talking to you about my first 30 days as a runner, how it's been going as far as sleep, recovery, VO2 max increase, and how much I am running at the start to how I am running now. All right, so let's first talk about my recovery. So here's how it is currently going in the month of June. Not too terrible, but as you can see, May was pretty good. A lot of green there. There was one red, but there was a lot of green. So my recovery for the first 30 days has actually been great. And this is the previous month in April before I even actually started. So from April to May to June, there have been improvements. Okay, so let's go into recovery. As you can see here, you see my heart rate variability, resting heart rate, respiratory rate, and sleep performance. That is for today. Now, as I'm scrolling down, you're going to see how my recovery has been this week. It has not been the best. However, my heart rate variability has gone up and down, and my resting heart rate has stayed pretty steady. Respiratory rate is also pretty steady, and my sleep performance has stayed kind of consistent throughout this entire time. And now I'm going to go down in order to show you guys my trend for my VO2 max. So for the month from the middle of May to June, it is at 44. And as you can see, from April to May, so this was 2 weeks before I started to a month later, it's gone from 40 all the way up to 44 in the matter of a month. So that is huge. That is very, very huge. And right here, I am showing you my sleep, so how much I need as opposed to how much I'm getting. I'm doing a decent job, not the best, but it's a decent job. It's a decent job than it was in the previous month. So let me just quickly go over a couple things. First of all, I never thought I would get to the point where I'm at now. Spoiler alert, I can go for 9 miles in 30 days. 9 freaking miles. When I started off, I did not run. I didn't run at all because in order to lose weight, you don't have to run. In order to be like in shape, you don't have to run. You never really have to run at all in order to accomplish those two things. So I have never ran past probably being 14 years old or 15 years old and running for basketball and volleyball. That's it. I am now 30. I just turned 30 like a week ago, and I just started running. So it's been 15 years since I've ran. I've done the Stairmaster, I've done the elliptical, I have walked uphill, but I have not ran. So to go from like not running at all to then doing 9 miles in a matter of 4 weeks is absolutely insane. Here I'm using the Runner app to show you guys that I have done these miles. So I know it says week 2, but it did not take me 2 weeks. As you can see, I'm scrolling up here to show you that I actually had a previous plan before this one. You can see it was created 5/17. There was actually one before that was created in April. So I've had like 3 different plans. I'm sticking to the one that I have right now, but I just needed to change some things around based off of how I was feeling and my capabilities. Also with the goals that I had in mind. As you can see, there's hills here, which the other plans didn't have. So it took me about 6 weeks to get here in total. The second thing I want to say is that when it comes to running, you don't have to go fast. Nobody told you that. Absolutely nobody told you that. Now, the athlete in me, if you want to call it that, nah, we're not going to call it that. The competitive side of me wants to like go as fast as she can. She wants to do all these things. And it's like, honey, no, like you're not a professional. No one told you that you have to run as fast as you can for X amount of miles. You can start off slow. And that is something that the Runner app that I'm going to be showing you, that's something that it showed me. Here is what I'm talking about. So if you're running outdoors, there's a pace. And as you can see here, there's a conversational pace, 5.1. 5.1. It showed me that you can start off as a jog and you can start off running slow. You do not have to jump in with going as fast as you possibly need to go. Nobody told you that. So I'm sitting here comparing myself to all these people, which I stopped doing. And I'm like, I can't run as fast as them. I can't do this and that. It's like, well, of course you can, babes, because you're new. So like, what do you expect? But through just sticking with it and just trusting the process and doing what I need to do in order to stay consistent, I'm now able to do 9 miles, something that I really thought would take like 9 months. And it's been 30 days. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel where I talk about I'm quitting sugar for 30 days to see how it is going to improve my running.